George Kilpatrick Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. You didn't even know that was my name, did you?
I no, I I knew what your name was.
I'm laughing because Sharazion Hughley is certainly someone very close to me, and I'm so proud of her. Her new book is called My Heart Speaks, and this is
Yes,
my god sister. Let me just say that
yes,
first and foremost.
yes,
Uh, this is her
yes,
debut. Her mother. Let me just say right from the start, her mother and my mother were not sisters, but they were sisters. If you know what I'm saying,
yes,
they were sisters, and pictures from teenagers and before that too. So
yes,
her mother is my godmother, and all of the things in between. And so I was really
yes.
excited to see that Shahrazan wrote a book, and I said, "Well, come on here, sister. I got you. Let's talk about it." So that's why I'm
Yes,
laughing.
yes.
I don't even know if she knows what my name is, but
I do know your name. You know, I know your name, but I know what we've called you my whole
thank
life was
thank
not
you. All right,
this.
that's a whole other
Okay.
story though. We're not talking about
Yes,
that.
yeah. So we are, I don't know
'Cause
how much we can share, so I'll
listen,
be quiet on
listen,
that note.
Sharazan,
Uh,
I'll say it this way. They don't know me like that. Okay.
okay, that's what's up. Okay,
Right,
Mr.
right, right.
Kilpatrick, not a problem. You
Yes.
know, not a problem.
But if you slip, it's all right. But they don't know me
Okay,
like that.
okay, okay. That's it. That's it.
That
I
is,
totally understand.
but this is how you do it, family, because um, I've known Shahrazan her whole life and before her life.
Yeah.
And before her life, okay? That's how
Yes,
long I've
yes,
known
yes,
her. But
absolutely.
so let's talk about you and this book and
Okay,
your debut author, and we'll have you read some of your poetry, and
all
then
right.
how you got me. I'm gonna talk about that too, on
Okay,
one of these poems that I just wasn't expecting.
okay.
Talk to me. You've always wanted to write, or you started writing as a teenager. Tell me about
So
that.
I started writing from Mount Vernon, New York. So I was
You're from
born in
Mount
Mount
Vernon, New
Vernon,
York.
right? I was
Yeah.
born in Mount Vernon, New York. Started writing in Mount Vernon.
Howard
Um,
Street for
Howard
those.
Street, yeah, for those that's yeah, I was Howard
Okay.
Street on the north side. You know, went to Hamilton Elementary School.
Okay.
But I lost my book. We went on a trip to visit my one of my older brothers, Robert, and I had lost my composition notebook. And I said,
Mhm.
I'm never writing again, you know. But
Right.
that was not true, right? You know, when I think about what I'm here for and what I'm meant to do and what my story is, I write. I write when I'm feeling sad. I write when I'm feeling happy. I'm writing when I'm feeling emotional. Whatever it is, I'm writing if the sky blue. I am writing something down, whether it's 3 words, 5 words, whether it's 25 words. It doesn't matter. I'm always writing something. And I think it really comes from what my mother named me, right? You see my name, people's like, oh my God, that's so unique. Yeah, she named me Scheherazade, and the way that she spelt it was part of the Princess Scheherazade that told her story to the king to become queen. And then there's a Zion at the end, there's a Zion, how you spell my name, is somebody who speaks from the mountaintop. I am that person that's going to be in your face, that's going to talk to you, that's not afraid, that's not standing down. And when my mother passed in 2020, I said, yeah, there's still one more thing I need to do for my life to be fulfilled and complete. And I was like, man, I need to publish some of this stuff that I've been writing for years. And I said, well, what do I got digitized? I was gonna go have an elephant experience for my 45th birthday. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna go publish my book. Right? See
What
what it takes.
was it?
Go ahead.
Was it your mom's passing, dear Alice? Rest her. So,
Yeah.
was it your mom's passing that was like this is something you had to complete because both our mothers passed the same year, right?
Yeah,
Your mother
right.
in January, my mother in April.
Mm-hmm. So it was she came and visited me in my where I used to live in Wichita, Kansas, and she sat in my chair and I had a lake view. She sat in my chair and she said, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, oh, thank you, right? You know, you don't hear that too often. You're like, oh, child, yes. But she said, but when you gonna write a book? What? Wait a minute, like I ain't did enough yet. Oh,
And did it come out the clear blue?
it was like the clear blue sky. Like I was like, what? You just said you was proud of me. I ain't about to write no book or whatever. She said, when you gonna tell all the stories you've been writing down? And I said, oh no, she didn't. I said, Alice, come on, let's go to the movies. I took her to the movies after that. Like, but that was the last time that I had like a real concise conversation with my mom, because she had some early dementia and Alzheimer's, and it kind of progressed and got worse. And so I was like, man, I better do something. And then so she passed, and I did everything I possibly could to ensure that she had the best home going service that was out there at the time, because that was right before COVID
Just
lockdown.
before, right? It
Just before,
was over there at that
it
point.
was over there. It was just
Right.
before I got to the US.
Right.
And so I did all those things, and I made sure everybody was included and all that other stuff. And I said, okay, but I better start writing. So I went and bought me a new laptop, and I said, all right, I'm gonna focus on writing. But then I got sick myself. I had 2 cancers in 2020, right? Thyroid cancer and uterine cancer. Had 2 surgeries, and then God said, "Oh, but here go this blessing," and I got a grandson, right? In that same year, so much happened in 2020. I couldn't think straight. 2021, I was like, man, all right, I'm gonna get back to it. So I did, right? I got back to it, and 2022, I was like, all right, what else I need to do? What do I have digitized? And I was like, let's just go for it. And that's what I did. I went for it. I found an artist to depict what I wanted to see on the cover. I found somebody to do the design work. Like, I went out and did all the stuff, paid all the money that I needed to pay to get it published, to share.
And so this is not really, and so what I want to say is, like, we should say that you being an author is just something that you wanted to fulfill, but it's not what you're left and right brain. You're in the tech space, right?
Yes. I'm a product implementation manager for my company. Right now, I'm actually at a conference doing presentations. I'm at a data conference, so I'm in the data and analytics space in IT, right? So when you look at me, you're like, you in IT, girl? Yes, I'm in IT. Well, my initials is SH and then IT, because I am the it.
Oh, there we go. Ah!
Yes. So, but people don't see me coming, right? They're like, oh wow, and yes, I'm able to say, yeah, I'm an author, I'm a writer, I'm also an IT professional, and I've been an IT professional since 2007.
So you write about heartbreak, you write about loss, you write about joy. What was the motivation for this particular collection of poems?
I wanted people to be able to relate to things that happen as matter of the heart. So whatever that may be. And that's why when you see the book and you see the cover, it's a puzzle piece. And as you're working through as you're working through the book, you'll see pieces of the puzzle, right? You'll see pieces of the puzzle. And I just wanted people to connect, because when you read poetry, every time you read it, you get something different depending on where you're at. And I just wanted that opportunity to share where I was at in that space. And then actually, when I come talk to people about it again, I'm in a different space. So each time you talk to me about a poem, I might be somewhere else or I might still be there. But that's the power of poetry, right? And so it helps me. And I just wanted to say, could I help one other? 2 other, 3 other, I don't know. It may be a million one day, but at least I started with helping somebody. And then I fulfilled, my mother asked me to write a book. When you going to write a book? There you go.
So have you performed your poetry?
I have, yes, I have performed my poetry.
And I know that might seem like a strange question to ask somebody who wrote a book of poetry, do they perform their poetry? But it just occurred to me to ask you that.
Yeah, I used to do the live poetry events where you stand up and you do your poem or whatever. I used to do that a lot. I haven't had the time lately to do it, but I am going to get back into it. But I do also try to do little snippets of my poems on either Instagram or Facebook Reels, things like that. And then I also, for April, which is Poetry Month, I got on a couple of podcasts and did some poetry too as well. Yeah.
All right, so of all of the poems in here, tell me which one speaks to you. Like, what is that? Well, what is that one?
That one is the Catch Me poem. And so, and I think that's the same one that is the surprise.
Okay, so let me tell you. So let me tell you about this book, right?
Yeah,
so I'm going through the book and I'm looking and I'm looking. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I see my mama name in the book.
You see your mama name?
My mother's name is in this book. Now,
Yes,
I should also say that my sister and Sharazion, they're sisters, just so y'all know.
yeah, absolutely,
They, they,
absolutely.
they, they can't even go, but they sisters, right?
Yes, we are
And
our mother's children. Like
that's
they,
right.
as close as our mothers were. That's how me and Rashida are today. To this day, we do not go a day without talking to one another about 20 times. Why you ain't call me back? What happened? I left you a message. Yeah, that's up. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, at
Same
least you
way.
hold her accountable because we can't get a hold of her. But that's a whole nother.
Hey, don't be airing out no laundry with me.
I'm messing with you. I'm
Yeah,
messing
no.
with you and her.
Yeah, but that's my favorite poem. So I originally wrote it. I did my mother's services, the whole thing, right? From the where the place was to the outfit to the coffin to the program to standing up there speaking because I am also an ordained minister too. That's something
Oh,
I did in my
okay.
lifetime. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So I wrote a poem to put on her obituary, the pamphlet, and it was like almost 3 months to the day Aunt Ada left me. And I said, what the F-U TM is happening here, right? And so I have the CIO of my company knows that I'm a poet, and he's always encouraging. His son does music, and he's like, "Hey, do you mind sharing a poem that my son can do some music to?" And I was like, "That sounds amazing." And I said, "I have something that I wrote for my mother, but I want to add on to it to add my second mother on there." He was like, "Oh my God, that's wonderful." And so I did that with the intent of, so there's some music out there that the son has done for me that correlates to the poem. And I haven't yet shared it with anybody because it was for me, right? And eventually I'll get it out there to the masses. But this is my favorite poem because I was fortunate, way, way fortunate to say that I had two active mothers in my life. No, I really had two active mothers where my mama Alice, as I say, Mom Alice wasn't there, Mom Alice wasn't there. Aunt Ada was there. Like she, whatever it was, she picked it up with anything. It was like, so half my life this way, half my life that way. Them two people, Alice and Ada, that's who y'all see today. Shahrazad, I'm part of who they are. You'll get some of the Alice, you'll get some of the Ada when you see me, but if you knew them, when you see me, you know them. You know
Well,
what I mean?
mm,
So
you
that's
got
my
me. All right.
favorite.
So do this. So let's do it.
You want me? Listen. Okay.
Let's go.
So this is from my heart speaks. It's for my mamas. Alice Hughley and Ada Kilpatrick. The poem is called Catch Me. Catch me, I'm falling slowly past the clouds. I can almost see the stars now, lining up, shining to greet me, twinkling and sparkling just to please me. Reach out your hand, take me in your arm, wrap me in your wings. I could hear you sing a lullaby filled with joy, the laughter of innocent girls and boys. A song so sweet, written just for the queen. Majesty is her name, regal is who she became through the voices of the slain. Catch her, don't let her fall, because she's the one who holds us all. Catch me, she dropped me, she took too long to reach me. Thought she would be the one to teach me, the one to love, the one to hug, the one to hold me. She picked me up and put me down. She was not ready for me to wear her crown. Catch me. She dropped me. What am I to do now? My angel has gone to be with her king. Catch me. She held me. She wiped my tears. She inhaled my fears. She breathed in hope. She removed despair. She birthed a career. She washed me clean. She made me shine. Oh, so wonderful to be a child of the highest. She caught me once again, removed all my pain and washed away all my sins. She is the one and the only. There could be no other. Who would have thought I would have been caught? But by the one who was catching them all, who would have been caught? Who would have thought that I would have been caught, but not one, but two mothers? So that is the Catch Me poem. And I love that one. I love that
That
one.
she
That's
got me with. I was
I'm
like,
sorry. I'm
what?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So,
That's my all-time favorite.
yeah. And what a blessing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a blessing. It blessed me. right?
Thank you.
Because
Yes.
I know you, I know them,
Yes.
and
Yeah, you have the full connection. You
yeah.
have the full connection. Yes, absolutely.
There was one other I thought I wanted to hear you do,
Do
and
you? Okay, tell me.
I think before we go, um, I want you to do envy. I think that's kind of interesting.
You didn't prepare me that you tell me which one. I gotta look at the page what it's on because
21.
okay. It's my mama number. That's why. You know that number. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read Envy from My Heart Speaks. Um, it's staring me in my eyes. To my surprise, I like the feeling I get deep inside, especially when it comes close. The feelings, they are felt deep in my soul. I may just lose control. The stripes on the side, am I that caged bird? Nowhere to hide. On display for all to see, nowhere to run, nowhere to turn. Help me find a place. Learn to control the pierce from the eyes when I get these feelings deep down inside. My mind is not my own. Never be envious of the unknown.
Shahrazan Kolisha Hughley. Listen,
Alicia!
listen.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I
Okay.
do want to say that Shahrazan has a connection to the Qs. She got family up here for many years. And the
Yes.
first, so let's make the whole connection. The first people that I ever met, were her aunts
In
from
Syracuse.
in Syracuse. The first, because my mother came up like the day before school started, and
Hmm.
I couldn't go into the dorm yet.
Right.
So we came up and we stayed at one of your aunt's houses, and
Oh, that's
I got to
awesome.
see the community before I got to be on the hill. So for all of y'all, I've been part of Syracuse for a long time. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's right.
Listen,
You got
what do you,
roots.
what do you want people to take away from My Heart Speaks?
I want people to be inspired and be touched.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say inspired and touched, I'm not saying that it's a specific way.
Okay.
Inspiration comes in every shape, form, or fashion. I want you to be able to say, you know what, I can relate, or I've been there, because that's the world we live in. It's a relatable world, and so I put it out there. I put my soul on the page, my heart on the page for everybody, and I just wanted to share.
You say it's a collection of poems written for you and me. And
Yes.
about Shahrazan, I know her well, but y'all don't know her. So let me read what the bio says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shahrazan Hughley is a poet of her soul. She is always writing words to express her feelings. Shahrazan loves experiencing new places and things that continue to inspire her so she can continue to inspire others through her poetry. Shahrazan is a world traveler, so catch her on at an airport doing a layover, and you can find her on Instagram, Shahrazan Hughley. How do they get the book?
Amazon. It's on it. It's on Amazon. Like you could write my name in there, you'll find it. You can type in My Heart Speaks, you'll find it. It is on Amazon. You could get it in 2 days. Like
All
here in
right.
2 days. And if you are not a paperback type of person, it's also on the e-read.
All right. My Heart Speaks, Shahrazan Hughley. That's my
Yes.
girl right here. I'm so proud
Yes.
of you.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations
you.
on the
Thank you.
book. And
Thank you.
it's so good to connect. You know, she ain't lying when she says she's a world traveler, because my sister sends me pictures of multiple trips in the same month. Let me just say that. Well, didn't y'all just? Well, yeah, we did. Well,
Yeah, but we
she's
did
over
both.
here now.
Yeah, I'm over
In
here
the
now.
same month, y'all.
In
That's
the
what they
same month.
do.
The same month. Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what they
all over the
do.
place. Yes.
Right. Like they over here now. Oh wait. I thought. Okay. Anyway, she
Yes, yes. Like
live
right
your
now,
best
I'm
life.
looking at San Diego. I'm on the coast right now at this
San
resort.
Diego.
I'm in San Diego, California. Yep,
Beautiful,
today.
beautiful.
Yes.
I know it's spectacular weather. Of course,
Yeah.
I've been to last I was in San Diego, it rained,
Oh,
which it never
yeah.
does. But of course, the day I was
Well,
there,
you not.
now,
The sun
and
is shining. It's beautiful out here.
the last thing is, which is funny, I was in San Francisco when it was supposed to be cool, and it was
Yeah.
like 80 degrees. I was like, this ain't. We were because we were dressing, you know. And the funny thing is, the people there, they still had on their bubble coats and things like
Right.
that because that's what they expected the weather to be.
Expected.
But it was
Mm-hmm.
hot, and I didn't expect that because everybody
Got
said,
it.
"Oh, if you're in San Francisco in the summer, it's not hot." It was
Okay.
hot. It was
Wow.
hot. We were just there last August.
Okay.
About a year ago. Anyway,
Okay.
Sharazion Hughley, My Heart Speaks,
Yes.
the book.
Yes.
Get it.
Yes. Yeah, go
And
get you a copy. Reach out to
listen,
me. I'm on IG. I'm on Facebook.
And they're gonna spell your they gotta spell your name on IG.
On IG, it's my first name and my last name. I'm not hiding. I don't got no special code or what my thing. This is me.
How they gonna spell your name, Shahrazan?
Sharaz like zebra ION HUGHLEY. The one and only.
Sharazion Hughley, thank you so much.
Yes.
And like I told y'all, there is a little Syracuse connection. So we just want to make sure we know about that. Y'all know that she connected to some people up here. And
y'all know my peoples is up there. My peoples is up there.
There you go. All right, listen, Shahrazan, so good to see you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, George Kilpatrick.
You practiced that well. I give it up.
Yeah, because we can't put the people in our business.
That's right. They don't need to know about all that.
Exactly. Well, thank you again for having me. I appreciate it.
You know, anytime.
Yes.
Inspiration for the nation.